it's such a confounding topic. I feel like the concept of belief itself is ultimately a kind of a moot point, and that it is empty of any inherent meaning. But we use it in conversation a lot. We go, oh, I believe that so and so and so and this and that. But I feel like what we really mean is I have observed a pattern in my experience where this happens, and that's I can that pretty much sums up all usages of the word belief in my own experience. Is what I really mean when I say I believe something is I have observed a pattern in my own experience. And that's fair. Sometimes that pattern holds and sometimes that pattern doesn't hold. But I can assure to you that the one pattern that has never not held for me is the pattern of recognizing my own self, my own existence, whatever that means. But there is some essence of self here to experience. And that is a pattern that surely has never broke.
It might be on observation, but it's still me settling on an endpoint. This is what I think is, as opposed to me going, maybe, kind of, could be, right? Which makes conversations very, very difficult. And when you were talking about this cycle, this pattern of recognizing yourself, that's a hell of a cycle. Like I really, that is what's driven me for years, because I went through half my life having very few of those recognitions, and admittedly, lots of reasons to say I never could, because I just had one of those lives that was dark for a good portion of it. But then as I recognized, oh, there's something underneath all of these thoughts about who I am, right? That became the cycle, almost like a half-life. Like every time I'd go through that recognition, it would get a little easier to get to that recognition when I'm lost in the idea or the belief or the assumption of myself, that I find I have to go through that cycle to come back to that moment of aha, not an aha moment, but an unrolling aha moment that's just constant without ever having like that note of surprise, right? It's just, you're just there.
It reminds me of the did you ever play the game where when you remember it, you lose the game?
No.
So this is quite an old game. It's this like it's barely a game, but um it's kind of the social thing you do where everyone agrees to play this game, and the whole point of the game is to forget that you're playing. And and when you remember that you're playing the game, you lose the game. And so this can go on for decades.